Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Yo, big shout out to everybody. And the hottest chat in the MFing game, A-Side Official. You already know. My voice is a little hoarse. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Mike is the first on deck. You know how it is with the late nighters. I didn't go through the full intro. But let's get down to it. If you're in the building, hit the like button. I appreciate you. I wanted to do like a semi part 2 on the encounter between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. The whole situation was preempted by predetermined. What other prefix I can come up with? Prevaricated, premeditated. Whatever you want to say, this pre. Now, what brought me to that conclusion? Well, you have individuals that's in the same area. Usually, Bill has his security with him, right? This big brother that be with him mostly everywhere, but this time he didn't. But they did have a quota that they felt with the big security being black over on Ryan's side, and they had other Hispanic dude that's with Ryan. But Ryan walked by, and Devin was shouting from a distance, and then Ryan came up and started talking about, your daddy pimp, your daddy pimp, your daddy pimp, your daddy pimp you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like a ghost, you like a ghost, you like a ghost, you like a ghost. I'm repeating it because you had to hear him say the same thing at least about a minimum 4 times. You know what I'm saying? A minimum 4 times, right? And then Devin said, you whack, you whack, you whack, you whack, you whack, you whack. And then Brian come over here. I'm going to put the fear. I told you you're going to get the fear, the fear, the fear, the fear, the fear, the fear. It was one of the, after I looked at it again, the first time I just looked at a clip of them talking trash to one another. I really didn't pay attention because I can tell when something authentic or not. But then when I went back and watched the whole thing and really paid attention to what they were saying, Ryan was just repeating the same thing over again, and Devin was repeating the same thing over again. And Ryan, I think his of all, he talking about, you look like a ghost, boy. You look a ghost. You like a ghost. You like a ghost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he kept saying the same thing over again. I don't know why he brought Bill into it. Bill is not going to be splitting the ropes in April. But it was just, it seemed like it was predetermined, pre-staged. You know what I'm saying? They tried to basically know that they was going to link up with one another. They didn't know what they was going to say. So they had to pretty much go on the fly as to what happened next. And you seen it play out in front of you. I think the World Wrestling Entertainment should have got with these two guys first. You know what I'm saying? Mankind and Hulk Hogan, and really kind of went over them on how to pull the reality, how to draw the outside viewership into the moment. You know what I'm saying? He needed somebody from the WWE to get them to teach them how to draw in the viewers that was tuning in, to get them to believe it first of all. That's all. They just need a little bit of teaching, just a little bit of rehearsal, and then it's action. That didn't happen clearly. That shit didn't happen at all. You know what I'm saying? Shout the Big Blunts and Boxing in the building. What's good with the Blunts? How you feeling, man? Dan on deck, I see you. What's good? I see they didn't get with the heavy hitters and kind of go over some lines. You know, I mean, Hulk Hogan could have gave them a little bit of, for a small fee, Hulk Hogan could have gave them a little bit of advice, some helpful tips, and Mankind, one of the best ever to do it. You know what I'm saying? Mick Foley, he could have gave them some tips to make this more believable. But this happens to be one of the worst pre-staged encounters that I've seen in a while. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only reason I'm saying that is because they kept on saying the same thing over and over and over again. You know, if you really, mad at somebody, you're going to talk your shit. You know, you're not going to repeat the same thing over again. You're not even going to freaking yell. You're just going to be talking like, hey, it's real. I'm right here in your face. What you going to do? I mean, it's going to be that trash talk. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the trash talk. Just like, for instance, Chris Colbert and Jose Valenzuela, they wasn't as loud, but they was trash talking one another. It was genuine trash talk. You know what I'm saying? It was genuine trash talk. But this right here, all the yelling and screaming and face to face like that, it didn't live up. Like, if I had to rate it from one being the lowest and then the highest being a one, I'll rate it a negative 7. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that lucky 7 in there. I rate it a negative 7. If one is the lowest and one is the highest, I'm rating it a negative 7. They still have enough time to return and work on it a little bit. Get with Chael Sonnen, one of the masters at trash talking. Get with Chael Sonnen, go over some lines and have some copious notes up top for the press conference, because that shit right there, it just looks scripted. And then the bodyguard. Let's talk about the brother. They had another bodyguard up there, security dude. That was probably about 6'3", 6'4", something like that. So he was there, acting as if Team Haney was about to get aggressive with him. What I did see was that he had his left hand on his pants, his right hand on his pants, somewhat like you would do, if you recording a video, you're doing a skit. Your hands ain't up to fight. You know what I'm saying? So he was like talking, and he had both his hands on his pants, grabbing his pants. No. If you looked at the whole thing, no one threw a punch. Bill Haney was up there pushing people around, trying to fight Ryan Garcia. Come on, Bill. Hey, chill with the old folk, Bill. Come on, Bill. You know, man. You bigger than that, dog. It's nothing Ryan said to you that I haven't heard some other fighters say that was more disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing Ryan can say to you, Bill, to get you to act the way you was acting. Bill, you better than that. You bigger than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see you act like that when B-Hop shoved you. He put hands on you. Literally. And you didn't get that irate, but little old Ryan Garcia, man, you can't let him get you out of pocket. The dude damn near turned his back and was in retreat. That's how goofy that shit turned into, man. But y'all was up there pushing. No punches was thrown. Y'all got a lot of animosity and no punches was thrown, man. You know what I'm saying? No punches at all was thrown. No, not a single punch was thrown, man. That's what made this shit look like it was super, super duper whack. Just like Devin saying, super duper wiggity, wiggity whack. Wiggity, wiggity whack. Anyway, Conquest, what's good, man? I don't know. I just had to speak on this again because looking at it over and over again, it wasn't all in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this, I say, man, if something cannot be any more fake than this encounter right here, you know? And I think the fight is going to do very well with viewership and people tuned in. I think it's going to do well. But they need to work on their trash talk and freestyling. You know what I'm saying? They need to really work on something. Seriously, something. Like, that's the second straight L that Ryan Garcia has taken in a face-off with a black fighter. Gervonta, he tried to get all hyped up and get all in Gervonta's face and all that. And Tank pretty much hit him with a left hook. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with a left hook, man. Then he gets in here, he pushed Devin, and he turns his back as if he's going to goddamn, go and retreat. What the hell was that about? Man, you can't come up here letting the people know that you got a bad habit now. When you was fighting Duarte, you started doing that shit. Who taught you that? What is this? To stop your fighter from coming forward, because they're not going to hit you in the kidney or something. Like, what are you doing? You trying to have a Mike Tyson moment? I hurt my back. What do you mean? What do you mean? My back. I broke my back. What do you mean? Ryan? What do you do? Spinal. I fought with a broken back. Well, if you wouldn't keep turning backwards, you wouldn't get hit in the back. You're not supposed to hit me in the back. It's spinal. I mean, what is this turning your back to your opponents? Where did you get that from? It doesn't look right. It's kind of odd. Eccentric. You know what I'm saying? Something's not right with you turning your back to your opponents, especially after you push the man. You know what I'm saying? You push the man, and then you turn your back to him like you was about to run, and then Devin say, you was about to run. This shit was an absolute circus, bro. I mean, they gonna get what they get, man. Whoever's funding this fight, they gonna get what they get. But that shit right there, it didn't add up to the first encounter, bro. I'm only being honest. It didn't add up. It didn't really give me that shock and awe value that I was looking for between you two. You gotta understand. When Ryan Garcia came up there and talking about, we ain't cool, bro. It took me to the group Menudo and one of the members trying to act like, they really going to put hands on another group member, and nobody even took the whole entire group Menudo serious, that anyone in the group could fight. That's kind of vibes it gave me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just seems like one of the Menudo, brothers was trying to jump out there and do something they never did before. You feel me? Like, we ain't cool, bro. We Menudo, bro. You better recognize we're Menudo. I mean, Ryan coming out there and just totally blowing it right off the rip, man. Seriously, he blew it right off the rip. I just couldn't, get into the whole entire situation. Nothing about the situation drew me in. Being that I grew up off World Wrestling, I grew up off that shit. And that wasn't it. I'm gonna be honest. Jay on deck, what's good? Yeah, I'm gonna beat you. 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 Beat you, 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 me stop. Let me stop. That's just what that's kind of what I heard. You know what I'm saying? You know, they kept saying this shit over and over again. I want to loop the shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to loop it in. I want to grab my equipment and shit. Let me mix this shit up right quick, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Devin over there saying, you whack, you whack, whack, you whack, 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 whack. I mean, come on, bro. I wanted to call Jam Master J up in this motherfucker. I said, what's going with these? Is the record stuck? Is the shit scratched? Why these dudes keep on repeating the shit 4 and 5 and 6 times, man? Like they didn't hear themselves the first time they said it. I guess when you in the moment, and the team members have got with one another, and they say this is what's gonna happen. Ryan's gonna walk past you all, Devin, on cue. You're gonna say something slick to Ryan or whatever, get his attention. Ryan gonna act like he's avoiding it, you know, first off, and then he's gonna turn around and act like what did you say again? Then he's gonna turn, redirect his freaking path and do a beeline right for you, Devin. Right when he get to you, y'all, the rest is on y'all. Y'all gotta sell it, okay? Bill, you gotta know when to jump in. Act all calm first, and then you gotta lose your mind and act like you about to throw them hands. You know what I'm saying? You gotta act like you about to throw down too, Bill. And when somebody's holding you back, just lean on them and make it seem like you trying to get past the dang security that's holding you back. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be the one that Devin tag team and hit your glove, and you're gonna go in there and fight about 2 or 3 rounds with Ryan, and then tag Devin back in. That's what I want to see. Okay, that's what I want to see. I want you to sell it. This is gonna be the new era, okay, of scripted encounters, scripted trash talking. So if y'all want to be the trendsetters, make it work, fellas. Okay, I'm counting on you. Let's go. It was just too much. I ain't gonna lie. It was too freaking much. It was too much, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It was too much, man. They need to go find some help. Andrew Charles on deck. They don't even need to do all the extra fake acting. This is a matchup people been wanting to see, whether you admit it or not. Just like Tank Ryan, people wanted to see that fight. Like I said, people gonna really tune in to see this fight. Seriously, like this fight is gonna pick up mad buzz. It's not really another fight that's popping off right now. That's on schedule that people is anticipating, but this right here, definitely April. People gonna want to see this fight. I just thought it was extremely goofy on both parties. They did a poor acting job. They really couldn't come up with content, you know what I'm saying, that seems like it was natural. You know, it flowed naturally. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to disliking somebody, it's just the fact of Ryan walking up and say, we're not friends. We're not friends. We're not friends. We're not friends. Should be friends. Friends. Should be friends. Should be friends. Should be friends. Friends. How many others have them? Friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. Come on. I can do this shit all day, man. Stop it. Stop it, man. Pay a little bit of money and get some help. Get some lessons. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta sprinkle Bill in. For real, man. Bill, come on, man. Bill, you too old to be trying to go at Ryan Garcia, man. You trying to mess up the freaking fight? You're not gonna throw no punch at Ryan. He gonna take you straight to court, man. I mean, it was all fun, man. It's good that you can still have fun with your son. Y'all can rebel with a cause out there in public and try to help sell a fight, man. I feel you, Bill. You know what I'm saying? Do you, man? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like the whole thing, like, you the OG, man. You never supposed to let somebody get you out of character. Just like you didn't get out of character when B-Hop pushed you. You know what I'm saying? You should have stayed in character, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them get you to a point where you just lose your mind. You know, give the same energy you gave to B-Hop, man. He was somebody go to the bathroom and you played that shit off and kept your cool, old school term swag. You know what I'm saying? You didn't let him get you out of character. But little old Ryan? Ryan Lion Garcia, you let him get you up to the point where you act like you about to pop a lid? That's not cool, man. Trail Bill, that's what they call you, right? Come on, Bill. Don't let that happen no more, bro. Come on, you talking about Ryan? Come on, man. I ain't trying to see Ryan put to sleep no 50-year-old man, bro. You know Ryan, he got a smooth left hook, man. I don't want to see that. For real. It was goofy for sure, and to be honest, personality-wise, Dev is right up there with on the goofy scale with Ryan as far as I'm concerned. I agree, man. You know, I didn't know we were still using the term whack. You whack, wiggy wiggy whack, whack, wiggy wiggy whack, 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 wiggy wiggy whack, 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 whack. Oh my God, man, I'm acting whack tonight, man. I'm serious, man. I'm acting whack. Come on, Dev, man. This shit is just too funny, man. I'm up here actually, I'm acting whack, for real. Just to say you're whack. You're in somebody's face. You're inches away from their face. You're whack. You're whack. You whack. Come on, everybody, get on the dance floor. Wicked, whack, 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 whack. I mean, damn, dog, that shit is crazy, man. This boy keep on saying you whack, you whack, you whack, you whack, you whack. Oh my God, man, Ryan ain't no better, man. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. You whack. You whack. You whack. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. Whack. Whack. You whack. You whack. Beat you. Beat you. Beat you. Oh my God, that shit was whack, man. I'm whack tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? One can actually scrap, though. Battle of the Goofies, one can actually scrap, though. Well, you got to look at it like both of them can scrap, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it that way, man. Both of them can scrap. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at, Devin Haney having the edge based off, the JoJos, the Cambozos, and the Lomachinkos, and then the Rigos. You know what I'm saying? So he got that shit done. Now he's about to go and fight the Garcisos. You know what I'm saying? Wicked, wicked, whack, 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 whack. You know what I'm saying? The whack. What's good? Hood Sports on deck. Salute. Yeah, WWE all day, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit was super duper funky fake. Seriously, bro. That shit was just unbelievably fake. It took me back to when they were scratching records, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they were scratching records. And then they'll bring in those words, just 2 words at a time, and they'll scratch it up. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like. They were saying this shit 4 and 5 times, like the first 2 times. The person that you telling it to didn't hear you say it before. Let me see if whack still exists. If I look up whack, right? Whack definition. Whack is strike forcibly with a sharp blow. I want to look for the slang term. Let me see if I take that out. Let me take that out and respell it. Okay, whack, W-A-C-K, bad, inferior, a crazy or eccentric person. The kids was learning to live with the idea that their dad was whack. Wicked, 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 whack. Wick, whack, wicked, wicked, whack. I guess whack still has a little bit of notoriety because we're talking about 121,000 search So it's still out here. It's not used nearly in the common slang that you would hear, and with the younger generation, they're not really saying it's whack anymore. You know what I'm saying? But tonight, we heard it. You know, there's still some 20-year-olds out there that use whack, and that's spelled WACK, whack. You know what I'm saying? Worthless or stupid ideas, work or talk rubbish. This track is a bad. This track is a load of whack. Okay, not to bore you all, but I just had to make that point. So where do we go from here? Okay, I'm looking forward to the fight. First of all, I'm glad they was able to make it happen. It feels good that two big names in boxing, one undefeated, okay, with a much better resume than Ryan Garcia, is facing him, a guy who has one loss to the Mr. El Chin Checker himself, Gervonta Davis. So Ryan Garcia has a lot riding on the line right now because he may just become the new Jorge Linares. I said this before. Ryan Garcia may potentially become the new Jorge Linares now. The reason why I put this out there like that is because he, you know, when it comes up to the big fighters, if he can't get it done against Devin, it's not going to be a good look. Even with just his second loss, it's not going to be a good look. Seriously, I don't see either fighter getting stopped. I don't see either fighter getting stopped. But goofier things done happen. You know what I'm saying? According to who the referee is, he might step in and give us a Barbosa moment, a Barroso moment. You know what I'm saying? And they might go back in for a rematch. And I'm just saying it might be something controversial, just so they can return and fight each other again. Who knows, man? It's so many weird and strange things that happen in boxing. You see it all the time, and yeah, you get wicked whack. You know what I'm saying? You get things like this. You get them trying to sell a fight for a second time. You know what I'm saying? But the fighters are such bad actors. They don't know how to put on a Floyd Mayweather versus Marcus Maidana. Floyd Mayweather versus Marcus Maidana, I mean, he sold that shit very, very well. He made the fight seem like it was competitive in the first one. And then the second one, he made it look simple, easy. I don't like Devin. And after last Thursday, I realized I don't have to. There's a whole slew of young American fighters coming up that, quite frankly, I think are tougher and better than Dev. But right now, Andrew, I understand where you at with it, but I would say this. Like I say all the time, it was a point where I was critical of his resume, and you know, not too much of a fan of his as a fighter because, you know, it's just you know, the excuse that he made with Yorkis Gamboa. He said he wanted to prove to everybody he can go the distance. I said that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in boxing in a long time. You know, you hear boxers say they don't get paid for overtime, but yet Haney gets over here and say that, you know, he wanted to prove to the people he could go the distance. And he was undefeated. He'd never been beat before, but you wanted to prove to the people you can go the distance with Gamboa. Come on now. But as far as him, you know, getting it done, man, he got it done in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He got it done against Kambosos twice. Got to respect that. He got it done against Lomachenko. Even though I think Lomachenko won, you know, he came out with a freaking registered victory. And, of course, Regis Prograis, man, come on. That was easy work for him. But he got a second division. So, at lightweight, he was able to scoop every bit of the titles that was there. I got to salute him for that. He don't have to be one of my favorite fighters. But respectfully, I'm telling you the way I see it, that he did what he's supposed to do. He swept the entire table. He didn't leave a crumb of titles on there. You know what I'm saying? He didn't leave nothing on the table. He had every freaking title. So I got to respect what he did. Now, huge part is telling me that he ain't gonna have no freaking problem. He shouldn't have a problem with going in here outboxing Ryan Garcia. But this is in April now. Ryan looked like a different fighter stylistically against Duarte. If he can improve and work on his freaking, it's going to be tough, man. I was about to say, if he work on his goddamn defense and work on his movement, and if he can land a shot that can make Devin respect him. I don't know, man. It's difficult for me to say that because I just see Devin boxing the ears off Ryan. Real talk. I can't come up with any scenario for Ryan Garcia because everything I'm hoping he do better, Devin already does. You know what I'm saying? I mean, jab, combinations, foot movement. It looks different. You know what I'm saying? It looks different, period. So Ryan's gonna have to stay in the gym. He's gonna have to try to make that. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to try to make those adjustments in training with Floyd, and continue to iron out some of those wrinkles, and come in there and really give a good account of himself. He gonna have to prove it to me. I don't see it. Real talk. I just don't see it right now with him. I know Ryan got potential, but it just seems like what Canelo said about him was right. Like he want to do stuff on his own terms. He want to be respected, but yet he don't know how to get the results because he ain't there yet. He want to get the results that earn the respect and make the big paycheck. He felt he did that with Tank, but he got stopped. You know what I'm saying? He got stopped to the body. He did get up from freaking one of Tank's shots. He did get up, which was crazy. Seriously, it was crazy that he got up. But he ended up being stopped anyway. And then he went on some freaking cheerleading type shit post-fight. He was in there trying to be friends with El Chin Checker. It was the weirdest thing ever, man. But with this right here, he want to prove, just like he was doing the Tank, he want to prove that Devin ain't his friend. Look, I'm gonna tell you how I recall memory this shit. I go back to after Ryan Garcia finished fighting Luke Campbell. No, it wasn't Luke Campbell. Yeah, it was Luke Campbell, I think. And Devin came in the ring. I think it was Luke. It might have been. I might be off, but anyway, Devin came in the ring and he wanted to fight Ryan Garcia, who was now the interim WBC champion. And then he said, "You my boy and everything, but I want to fight Tank." You know what I'm saying? He admitted that was his boy. They was cool. "You my boy and everything, but I want to fight Gervonta Davis." He told him in front of everybody. And I looked at that. That proves that you shouldn't just be hopping yourself in the ring like that. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be hopping yourself in the ring like that. Because, he pretty much ducked Devin, right? This is why this fight is pretty decent with a backstory. He pretty much ducked Devin to fight Gervonta Davis. And he didn't revisit that shit until now. You know what I'm saying? Until now. That's after Rolly now, or whatever they had going on over there. He said Floyd persuaded him to not fight Rolly and to fight Devin or something like that. But he said he wasn't gonna fight freaking Devin. They can talk to his attorneys. He was gonna fight Gervonta. He didn't get either fight until it presented itself again, stopped, and now, he's back trying to figure out his way to get back in there with the big name. And now he finally was able to work it out with Devin. It seems like a quick freaking negotiation, if you ask me, which is good. I ain't gonna lie. It was good, y'all. Shout out to Martin King Boxing in the building. Salute to you, brother. What it do, man? I don't know why you broke that down like that, Andrew. You know what I'm saying? I realize I don't have to. I told you, man. Damn. I'll admit, I thought Regis was going to achieve more than Haney, but fight Haney owned him. I thought Regis was gonna be much more of a problem too, and he had the audacity to say something look bad. You know, he wanted to talk about the Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz. He had the audacity to tweet that shit. No, I thought he was going to do much more work too. I thought he was going to be able to bully Devin a little bit, you know, and enforce his will and make the fight interesting. No, not even close, bro. Not even close. I thought Loma was winning the exchanges in the second half of the Haney fight. For whatever reason, Loma took the 12th out. What was he thinking? I don't know what he was thinking, but Loma, you know, took the first 6 rounds off in Lomachenko fight too, and thought he can come on in the back end and stop T.O. He actually did. Loma done made some ill-advised decisions in his career that ultimately he paid the price for. You know, he wanted to get in there and take the first half of the Teofimo fight off, and though he was coming, he was surging on the back end, he lost. He lost. Then he get in there with Haney for an opportunity to become undisputed. And I thought he did enough to win. I did. You know, but you got to make sure you close it out. You know, I thought he had the more effective exchanges. I thought he landed the more scoring blows on Devin Haney at times in the fight. I thought he won the fight, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? He lost. You know what I'm saying? He lost. Yes, indeed. I always liked Haney's progression each fight. He shows us more elite skills and grit, bro. We know Martin King Boxing is an avid Haney fan. You know what I'm saying? He's an avid Haney fan. I'm not going to knock the man for being an avid Devin Haney fan. You know, there's plenty of us that's fans of a certain fighter that you know, people like or dislike. Seriously, real talk. But this encounter that they had really don't have anything to do with who you're a fan of. Both of them was equally whack. You know what I'm saying? Both of them need help working on their freaking delivery. Please, Bill, work on Devin's delivery just like he was doing at the press conference against Regis strength and conditioning. He need that type of delivery. He need to have a comeback. Even though you were saying the same thing, you know, all the time. You're a bum. You're a bum. You're a bum. You need to find something, you know. If you want me to write you some shit, you know, let me know, Bill. Hit me in the DM. I can write Devin some lines. And I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying, it's going to get the interest. You know what I'm saying? People going to chuckle, you know, giggle a little bit. But, you know, if you want me to write you some damn lines, you know, hit me in the DM. I'll do it for free, man. I do it for free. You know what I'm saying? Because you already have enough channels on here that you putting out money to. You know, I do it for free. Real talk. Pro bono. Seriously. Regis is a problem, just not for Haney. I don't know, man. I'm kind of done, bro. Like he looked terrible in that fight. Look, Regis, in my opinion, looked worse than Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz, man, I give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine Ortiz, in spurts, he did much better than Sandor Martin. You know what I'm saying? When T.O. waved him in and he came in that motherfucker throwing hands, I respected that. T.O. gonna wave somebody through the front door and then don't have no ammo once they get in the living room. It was stupid as hell. It was stupid as hell. See, he wasn't expecting that. He was trying to do a Lomachenko. Okay? He was trying to do a Jaha Tucker. When you wave the opponent into the corner, you got to have your timing down to catch him. You know what I'm saying? Pete Sale and Pat Smith. You got to have your timing down to catch them. You just can't wave them in the corner and let them wail away on you even though the shots wasn't landing. I mean, you got to have a counter shot upon entry. Jermaine Ortiz was there for your entry. You got a nice freaking uppercut. You should have touched him with the uppercut because he came right in through the front door. He didn't even hesitate, bro. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even hesitate. He just came right up to T.O. and started wailing. He said, I only like the boxer, not the dad. Monty King said, I like one half of the family. You know what I'm saying? We on the same page. Yeah, for sure. My people, I appreciate you, man. I wanna give a big shout out to the hottest chat in MF and game for sure. And stay tuned. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get interesting once we have the first presser. I don't know if they're gonna have another two pressers leading up to this fight. If I were them, I would have two pressers. I don't know if they're gonna do it like Tank Garcia, but it would be good for them to have two pressers. If it was gonna be back to back, okay, I get it. But yeah, Garcia, Haney, work on your trash talking. Come up with some material. Y'all need to know how to come up with some lines, man. Like, you got to get with some of the best trash talkers in boxing, and get with some wrestling entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Wrestlers. Get with some NXTs, some WCWs, old school, ECW. You know what I'm saying? Get with them, man. You know what I'm saying? Get with them and try to come up with some lines. Get with Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen is one of the best to do it, but you might have to pay. You know what I'm saying? Because his trash talking is next level. Y'all need to get with some trash talkers, man, and pick up some material. Help yourself out. Because that shit y'all did, saying the same thing over and over again, no. And Bill, man, stay trill. Don't let nobody like Ryan get you all hyped up and Bernard push you, and you didn't even want to, engage. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to chill. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to let your security and let Devin go in there and beat his ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. The next thing we need to see is Ryan sneak you or something, and then it's over. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, God, I can't believe he let Ryan touch him like that. Man, let that go. Real talk, let that go. But anyway, man, y'all been great as always. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And if any, y'all want to support the channel, there go the Cash App. I will be back here probably tomorrow. It all depends on what topic that I want to speak about. Before I go, let me check something right quick. Let me see. What did I want? What was Oh, Eddie Hearn's up here talking about he predicts a stoppage for Haney win over Garcia. He predicts a stoppage. They did a freaking a flyer, with them, screaming and letting out a yell, right? Typical freaking boxing poster, right? They're letting out a yell. But this is the only sport that do that. Like, it doesn't even look real. Like, you really got intensity. You know what I'm saying? Ryan looks like he's taking a shit. And Devin looked like, you know what I'm saying, he's seeing his best cartoon show and he's in the middle of a laugh or something. Great. I mean, come on, bro. Man, get with it now. Get with it. Oh man, I like Tom and Jerry. Let me see. What was something? It's really more topics out here that I just don't want to talk about. Like, they all saying the same thing. I really don't want to get into Subriel Matias. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to stay away from the Tiafimo situation, unless I'm talking strictly about him, because he said some crazy shit. He's talking about the 2600, the pyramids was built, and they say together, you know what I'm saying? Together we stand, divided we fall. In 2600 BC, the pyramids was built. You know what I'm saying? Together we stand, divided we fall. Man, get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like T.O., he's good at being able to come up with some good trash talking points, but he too struggles sometimes. T.O. lets you know that it's possible you can breathe in space, because he's obviously on goddamn Jupiter every now and then, going to visit some people that he know. I mean, cause he be out of there. He be up there. Real talk. He be up there, bro. Um, but yeah, man, y'all hold it down. I would definitely touch bases with y'all. Salute everyone who pulled up. I'm out. Peace.